Hey guys, how's it going? Today, I'm going to be featuring the Z-46, the new Tier 8 German destroyer. In this game, I am playing it stock, meaning I don't have any of the hull upgrades, torpedo upgrades, or range upgrades, only the mod slots filled. This is the second Tier 8 destroyer that I have played. The other one that I played was the Sumner, and I have a video on my channel if you want to go back and find it and watch it and see my thoughts on that destroyer. Now, the Z-46 does have a odd turret layout, very much like the Rune. It has two turrets in the back and one in the front. And the other ships that you see the Germans have that are similar to this is the Königsberg and Nürnberg. Not particularly my favorite turret layout. Here we have a Shimakaze that has pushed in relatively close, and I just decide to start smoking up and use my sonar, slowing down and trying to reverse to make sure that he stays in my sonar, and I just going to keep farming him and kill him off. There is an enemy carrier in this game, so I do need to be really careful about my positioning and make sure I don't overextend and have basically the entire enemy team start focusing me. The Z-46 does have quarter pen on its main guns, and since it's 128, quarter pen means that it will be able to pen 31 millimeters of armor, since our penetration value needs to be higher than that of the armor value. So we see here I can shoot at this Worcester and get penetration damage. And if you saw, I had launched torpedoes into the B cap a long time ago, and my torps finally reached, and I was able to kill off their other destroyer, even though they were originally meant for this Worcester. I decide to start moving towards the cap and deciding to capture it while I still farm this Worcester over the smoke. Unfortunately, the enemy carrier does return, so I just need to try my best and turn away from the torpedoes and not take any of them, losing more HP. The Worcester did shoot at me once, although he hasn't shot me after that first salvo. Not really sure why he's not trying to kill me off here, but I am thankful since I'm not losing any HP while his carrier is keeping me spotted. After his planes go away and try to drop our friendly ship, I decide to go back and try and cap. While trying to go for the cap, I do head towards my friendly battleship so that he can help provide some anti-air cover and shoot down any planes that return, since I do not have a smoke screen available. This Worcester is just sitting here angled to our friendly battleship, and I do start opening up on him. Even though I'm shooting at him and I'm spotted, he has no care in the world to shoot at the enemy destroyer, which is really going to cause them problems. The enemy carrier's planes do return, and since I am here next to our friendly Republic, I am not worried since that ship does have pretty good anti-air. I am going to speed things up here, since all I'm going to do now is cap this objective and then head to the other flank in order to try and slow down the enemy team, since we only have a cruiser up there on the north side and then our friendly carrier just simply reversed to the border. So I feel like our carrier will just be simply caught and killed off, and if that happens and the enemy team does keep their carrier, we will be in a whole lot of trouble because a carrier has a huge impact on the game. Getting out to this flank, there are two enemy cruisers, an Alaska and Charles Martel, as well as an enemy battleship that is a Jean Bart. I launch torpedoes towards the A cap in hopes of catching that Alaska, possibly being bow in on the corner of that island, and he does turn away, but I still do hit him with some torpedoes because he does slow down and reverse back towards our team. Since I was able to get a flood on him, I do start opening up trying to set a fire, and on my first salvo, I start a fire. Now this Charles Martel does start to open up on us, so I just smoke up and just keep shooting at him since my guns will be able to pen his armor. my last salvo on that Alaska actually does start a fire, so he is going to be on a double permafire, so I'm expecting our team to be able to help kill him off fairly quickly, especially since he is a radar cruiser. This charge Martels that is just pushing towards us is going to stay spotted by our friendly carrier, and he really can't do a whole lot about it. I do need to be careful that if he does push close enough that I will be in his sonar range. I launch one set of torpedoes and I hold the second just in case he does push really close to us, and then I can guarantee that my second torpedo set will hit him. He is getting relatively close, so I just simply start sailing away, and I am able to kill him off with my guns. This Alaska does start pushing and chasing after us, and since most of our guns are in the rear, I am able to get most of my guns to bear and keep farming him as I kite away. Unfortunately, our team was unable to help kill him off, and now all I can really do is just keep kiting and shooting at him. I am thinking about just simply going undetected here, but he still hasn't hit me and I am relatively healthy here, only losing a couple thousand HP. I am laughing a little bit inside because this Alaska still hasn't been able to hit me, and my guns are just simply penning him since they can pen more than 27, which his upper belt and superstructure, these can definitely pen. He does finally land one shell, but it's a little too late since I have pretty much whittled him down to 1 bar at this point, and I am still very healthy here. He turns broadside to shoot all of his guns, and one shell does splash and land near me, incapacitating my engine, but it doesn't actually do damage, so out of all of those salvos he shot at me, only one shell actually hit me and dealt damage. That was pretty much the end of the game for me. I am going to just head towards Alpha and try to find those last remaining ships, but the game will end before I even get to Alpha or find any of the remaining 2 ships. One of them just dies relatively quickly, and then the last ship is the carrier, and he's just off hiding behind the islands, so we're just never going to find him before we win on points. The Z-46 is definitely a good destroyer, and here in this game I was able to do 4k base XP, and really the carry potential for destroyers is just insane. The build I used in this game was Irek Bay with Sims and Swirsky as my inspirations, using a pretty standard destroyer build. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Do leave a like and subscribe for more. Leave a comment down below for any ships you want to see in the future. But until next time, aloha.